Your support for the menopause in the workplace is just getting so much more airtime these days. So many more employers are talking about it. Some employers are leading the way. And I know there are a lot of employers out there who are at the start of the journey and really keen to hear what others are doing. So I'm really delighted to have with me today Laura Hocking, who is a EMEA Physical Wellbeing Program Manager at Adobe, to share some of the journey that Adobe's been on and her insights of why Adobe is supporting particularly the menopause. So that's a good place to start, Laura. Why is Adobe supporting menopause in particular?
Yeah, of course. So inclusivity is at the heart of why Adobe is supporting menopause in the workplace. We've always put our employees first at Adobe, and we continue to enhance our policies where appropriate. And listening is so important. So listening to what matters most to those who work here. We offer an inclusive culture with programs, policies, and benefits to support women in the workplace, and that allows women to grow in their careers here. We really want to see them stay with us. For us to watch them grow into strong, inspirational leaders. One thing that sets us apart is our mission to create an inclusive culture where everyone feels respected and receives equal treatment, regardless of what makes them who they are and us as we are. Race, gender, ethnicity, age, sexual orientation. All the things that make us truly make up our individuality. And this is our Adobe for All vision. And so therefore supporting menopause in the workplace is really with inclusivity in mind, and definitely part of this Adobe for All vision. Alongside that, there's a lot more benefits to supporting menopause in the workplace. It really acts as an important mechanism to support performance, creating psychological safety, and mental and physical health is definitely kind of core to supporting this as part of a wellbeing offering. And having open conversations about menopause in the workplace can really help create a psychological safe workplace, which in turn can underpin confidence and therefore performance of those who are entering the menopause phase. So it's really, more inclusive to other mechanisms as well. And finally, internally, we're seeing more demand for menopause education and support, especially as women are more confident in speaking out. And I think a reason for this is due to mental health conversations being more acceptable and arguably the norm. Conversations that are personal or were personal weren't even spoken about before we've naturally branched out into a range of subjects such as menopause. And our Adobe network, so as our D&I networks, Women at Adobe, have come together, and due to the level of comfort now about talking about personal challenges, have really collectively joined together to voice the need for menopause support and create that awareness.
Fantastic. So, really good, strong business HR reasons for supporting menopause. So when it comes to practically how you support menopause at Adobe, what do you support really well? Why, what do you do and why do you think that you do it particularly well?
Yeah, so we're right at the beginning of our menopause engagement journey, and our Women at Adobe D&I network have done a great job in both starting and bringing that conversation to life. So listening to employees and subsequently providing interactive and online resources is where we have made great strides so far. The network have recently held a webinar on menopause, which is encouraging conversation, and they've added, in addition to that, a wealth of resources and support on a interactive site, a SharePoint site that link to our existing health and wellbeing programs, but also to additional external education that is out there for charities, medical insurance providers that have information hubs on their website that share support resources and just questions and education around the menopause. And, I think collectively as a culture, our networks are really strong. And I think the networks together work really well. And we're really good at aligning that work from the networks with our wellbeing strategy as well. So our wellbeing strategy embeds a holistic approach to execution, which means that we partner and collaborate with a number of teams across the business to advocate health and wellbeing programs. And so therefore closely partnering with our Women at Adobe employee network ensures that our health and wellbeing programs are shaped to the needs of our people who are impacted by menopause and vice versa. And women's health is an important element of our health and wellbeing strategy, as well as our D&I women at Adobe pillars. So they, alongside us from a health and wellbeing program perspective, have their own women's health pillar. And with that, we want to see the positive correlation between the tenure of women staying at Adobe and their age, and that will definitely be a key measure of our work that we're doing to support menopause in the workplace, and building on creating an inclusive employee experiences.
That is fantastic, and especially having that really clear measure. So I wish you well with that. I found it so interesting, so useful to find out what employers such as Adobe are doing around this area. So thank you so much, Laura, for sharing what you've been doing, what your networks, what Adobe have been doing to support menopause. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Debbie.